Still live inside the AYSN Sports Center here in N. Domingo in San Juan. This is the main game of our Tuesday night doubleheader here in the 7th season of the Stallion Cup presented by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Powersox Ken Floors taking on Eagle Professional Tools. This is Jonas Reyes live, play-by-play anchor only for the Stallion Cup. Kelvin Gaisano scores the first basket of the ballgame. Dexter Lee off the cross-court pass. Paul Chua finding Hugo Ramirez. To Ellis Chua with the fake. Fires a three, in and out. Rebound by Cons Ong. Defended by Marky Chan. Marty Tio finding Michael Lua. Ong against Chan. Tio for three, too strong. Rebound by Cons Ong. Second serving for the white shirts. Ong will score. First 2 points for Cons Ong, 4-0 start for Powersox Ken Floors. In the starting unit are Joseph Ko, Michael Lua, Calvin Gaisano, Cons Ong, and Marty Tio. Meanwhile, for Eagle Professional Tools in their first 5 are Mark Ibis Chan, Dexter Lee, Hugo Ramirez, Ellis Chua, and Paul Chua. Michael Lua tries a 3. That one goes over the backboard. Ball possession going back to Eagle Professional Tools. Eagle with an 8-3 win-loss record, currently at the number 2 spot. Meanwhile, Powersox Ken Floors at number 10. Their win-loss card is at 5-6. Pass stolen away by Cons. Oh, on the breakaway. Oh, will score! 6-0 start for Powersox Ken Floors. Michael Lua coming up with a steal. Hands it over to Cons Ong against Dexter Lee. Ong slices to the rim, no good. Lua with the putback. 8-0 start for Powersox Ken Floors. MYC with the bounce pass. Chua for 3, no good. Ellis Chua, offensive rebound. Finds Hugo Ramirez. Corner 3, no good. Rebound by Paul Chua. Bounce pass. MYC, corner J, too strong. Rebound by Cons Ong. 7:45 remaining here in the first. Ong defended by Ramirez. Finding Marty Tio. Screen by Joseph Ko. Cons Ong looking for the gap. Ong spins. The leaner is short. Rebound by Ellis Chua. Forward pass. Nearly stolen. Chua with a save. Ramirez. He fires a 3. Too strong. Rebound by Kelvin Gaisano. Marty Tio now with the leather. They don't have the numbers. Tio for shot, no good. Tap by Paul Chua. Eagle now with the possession. 4-on-3 attack for the black shirts. Dexter Lee hesitates. Fires a 3. Jackpot! First basket of the ball game for Eagle Professional Tools. It's a 3-pointer brought to you by Dexter Lee. 3-pointer brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Marty Tio to a cutting Kelvin Gaisano, spinning, carving space. Gaisano will miss on the rebound. Drop pass to Joseph Ko. Bounce pass to Cons Ong. Cuts to the middle. Oh, will score! 6 points now in the ball game for Cons Ong. 10-3 lead for Powersox Ken Floors. Mark Ives Chan, defended by Joseph Ko. Finding Dexter Lee. Fires a 3. This time he will miss. Rebound by MYC off the pump fake. MYC will score! First 2 points of the ball game for Mark Ives Chan. Marty Tio to Joseph Ko. Back to Tio. Thinking 3. Jumper by Tio. It's blocked by Ellis Chua. Shot block brought to you by Kaukai Thai Chicken House. That's Michael Lua. Misses from close range. Rebound by Dexter Lee. Mark Ives Chan. Blocking foul will be called against Cons Ong. No free throws will be awarded to Mark Ives Chan. Sideline hit foul for the black shirts. 5:45 remaining in the first. Ramirez finding Chan. Long 3. No good on that one. Ball possession going back to Powersox Ken Floors. 5 minutes and 36 remaining in the first. Lua. Pons Ong against Mark Ibas Chan. Kelvin Gaisano providing a screen. Ong against Lee. Marty Tio, 3-pointer, no good. Rebound by Paul Chua, rolls a pass. MYC all alone, bye-bye. 4 points now in the ballgame for Mark Ibas Chan, cutting down Powersox 10-source lead to 3. Here comes Marty Tio. Crossing the midcourt line. Finds Collins Ong. Drop pass. Michael Lua off the pump fake. Lua will score. 4:59 remaining in the first. We have a mandatory substitution. Back to live action here. 4:55 remaining in the first. We would like to thank our league sponsors, Jumbo Plastic Linoleum, Kaukai Thai Chicken House, AutoGuard Premium Car Care Products, and Nike Port Access. Nico Ong with the basket, cutting down Powersox 10-first lead to 3. Here comes Coach Charles Yu with the leather. Finds Ranchu. Back to Charles Yu at the top of the key. To Lin. Back to Q. The white shirt swinging the leather. Charles Yu to Ranchu with a pump fake. Back to Charles Yu. Guarded by Dexter Lee. Shot clock down to 2. Q forcing up a shot. Q will miss. Rebound by Lance Alandi D. But Black Shirts on the run. Lance lays it in. No good. Rebound by Ranchu. And a loose ball foul will be called against Lance Alandi D. Ball possession going back to Powersox skin floors. Here comes Coach Charles Yu with the ball. Defended by Dexter Lee to Ranchu with a pump fake. Ko jumper is gone. First 2 points of the ball game for Joseph Ko, extending Powersox skin floors lead to 5. Lance Alandi D finds Nico Ong. Lance for 3. Jackpot! Another 3-pointer brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Second 3-pointer of the ballgame for Eagle Professional Tools. 3 minutes and 30 remaining in the first. Here comes Charles Yu. Defended by Ong. Finds Ranchu. Return pass to Charles Yu. Back to Ranchu. Tries a 3. No good. Rebound by Bon Siako. 3 minutes and 11 remaining in the first. Michael Chua. Kick out pass. Lance Alandi D for 3. Missing this time. Bon Siako. Offensive board. Gets a foul. The foul will be called against number 10. That is Ranchu. At the free throw line to shoot a pair is Bon Siako. Good on the first. Averaging 6.5 points and 8.5 rebounds per ball game. Tournament averages of Bon Siako. Here comes Charles Yu. Finding Ranchu. Return pass to Coach Charles to Joseph Ko. Hounded by Dexter Lee. Oh, entry pass. Stolen there by Lance Alandi D. And a loose ball foul will be called against Joseph Ko. His first of the ball game. No team yet in the penalty. Ball possession stays with Eagle Professional Tools. Nico Ong finding Lance Alandi D. Entry pass to Michael Chua. Ong, corner 3, no good. Offensive rebound by Bonsi Yako. The putback try. He will miss, but there's a foul. Joseph Ko will be whistled for his second personal foul as Bonsi Yako heads back to the free throw line to shoot a pair. The first one for Siako is good. Tie ball game at 14. 2:23 remaining here in the opening frame. Second free throw for Siako. Rims out. Rebound by Joseph Ko. Here comes Charles Q. Defended by Nico Ong. Q. Cross-court pass. Benny Cao rather. With the leather. Finds Ko. Shot clock at 7. Ko. Entry pass. Ran Chu down the post. Hook shot. No good. Rebound by Bon Siako. Eagle on the run. Siako attacks the middle. Twisting shot. No good. Rebound by Benny Cao. Here's Q now with the leather. Against Dexter Lee. Q. Fadeaway J. That is short. Rebound by Michael Chua. A minute and 39 remaining in the first. Lance Alandi D. Defended by Cao. To Mike Chua from the free throw line. Nico Ong. Corner J. Too strong. Joseph Ko with the board. 3-on-3 attack here for the white shirts. They are waiting for Charles Q. Backing down his defender. Fishing expedition. Charles Q gets a foul. The foul will be called against Nico Ong. Just team foul number 2 against Eagle. Professional Tool. Sideline inbound playing for Powersox Ken Floors. Charles Q with the ball. To Joseph Ko. Backing down his defender. Ko. Ball gets stolen by Dexter Lee. Outlet pitch. Nico Ong. Ball tapped out of bounds by Benny Cao. Ball stays with Eagle. A minute and 3 remaining here in the first period. Ong to Lance Alandi D. Hop step. Kick out pass. Dexter Lee. 4-3. No good. Rebound secured by Rancho. Here comes Charles Q with the leather. Hesitation dribble. Stolen away by Dexter Lee. Eagle now on the attack. Lee to a streaking Michael Chua through traffic. Chua gets fouled. The foul will be called against Kevin Lin. At the stripe to shoot 2 is Michael Chua. First free throw for Chua. Trickles out. Still a tied ball game at 14 with 41.4 seconds remaining here in the first. As Chua reloads for the second. That one is also a miss. Rebound by Ranchu. Charles Q now with the leather. Crossover dribble. That leaner by Coach Charles. That is a miss. Rebound by Bon Siako. Hands it over to Lance Alandi D. Forward to Bon Siako. Against Ranchu. Siako spins. Gets a foul. Count the basket. Plus the foul. 3-point play opportunity for Bon Siako. Brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Ranchu called for the personal foul. That is his second. You get, sir? 2-point advantage for Eagle. Make that 3 as Bon Siako knocks down the bonus. 20.8 seconds remaining here in the first. Powersox Ken Floors can go for the last shot of the period. Charles Q. Arranging this Powersox Ken Floors offense. Defended by Ong. Q. Long 3. He will miss. Rebound by Bon Siako. A second remaining. Not enough time to launch a shot. And at the end of the first, it's a 17-14 advantage for Eagle Professional Tools over Powersox Ken Floors. The second quarter of this ballgame when we come back. Second quarter of this basketball game between Powersox Ken Flores and Eagle Professional Tools. You're watching the main game of our Tuesday night doubleheader here at the 7th season of the Stallion Cup presented by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. 3-point lead for Eagle Professional Tools to start off the second frame. Gaisano with a leaner shot is no good. Rebound play. Oh, taken there by Ong. Outlet pass. MYC lays it in. Bye-bye. 6 points now in the ball game for Mark Ives Chan. 5-point lead for Eagle Professional Tools. Ran Chu to Marty Tio. Defended by Chu to Gaisano to Cow. Now to Tio asking for a screen. Tio, one-legged jumper. He gets called for an offensive foul. That is the first personal foul against Marty Tio. Ball possession going back to Eagle Professional Tools. 5-point advantage for the black shirts. Here comes Ellis Chua. Defended by Marty Tio. To Nico Ong to the post. Foul will be called against Benny Cao. His first of the ball game. Baseline inbound play for the black shirts. Here comes Ellis Chua with the ball. Decides to fire a three. That is too strong. Rebound by Rancho with a handoff to Marty Tio. Defended by Hugo Ramirez. Marty Tio. Leaner is no good. Rebound by Ellis Chua. Forward pitch. MYC on the run. Ball tapped from behind by Benny Cao. Ball stays with Eagle Professional Tools. 8:35 remaining here in the second. Baseline inbound play for the black shirts. Ramirez to the baseline. Paul Chua, hook shot won't work. Rebound by Ranchu. Marty Tio leading the run. Entry pass to Joseph Ko rather. Stolen away by Ellis Chua. MYC for three. Jackpot! Third three-pointer of the ball game for Eagle Professional Tools. That is brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. 22-14 advantage for Eagle. Gaisano to Tio to Cao. Open. Decides to pass it off to Tio to Ranchu against Ramirez. Shot clock down to 5. Tio, long three, no good. Ball goes straight to that Powersox Kent floor bench. Eagle Professional Tools take control. They are ahead by 8. Ong, bounce pass. MYC, the jumper gets fouled. The foul will be called against Benny Cao. That is his second. As Mark Ives Chan heads to the free throw line to shoot a pair with 7:38 remaining here in the second. Good on the first. Averaging a league-leading 29.9 points per ball game, as well as 3.5 assists per contest. But he misses on the second free throw. Paul Chua grabs the loose ball. Fresh 14 here for the black shirts. MYC with a long three. All air on that one. Ball possession going back to Powersox Kids floor. Here comes Marty Tio. Finds Gaisano to Benny Cao to a cutting Marty Tio. Losing control of the leather. Paul Chua with a pitch. MYC, no look pass. Nico Ong with a floater. That assist play is brought to you by AutoGuard Premium Car Care Products. Timeout requested by Powersox Kent Floors. This timeout is brought to you by Nike Park Access. We will be back. 7:05 remaining in the second. Full court trap here by Eagle. Easily broken by Powersox Ken Floors, and we have a man down here for Powersox Ken Floors. And I think that is Marty Teo holding on to his left ankle. Obviously in pain here near midcourt. 6:59 remaining in the second. We have an official's timeout. Less than 7 minutes remaining here in the second. Here comes Ranchu with the ball, defended by Nico Ong. Interception by Ellis Chua, finding Nico Ong, lays it in. 27-14 lead for Eagle. Professional tools, fast to strong, easy steal for Paul Chua. Nico Ong now with the leather. MYC, corner 3, no good. Hugo Ramirez with the putback short. Rebound by Kelvin Gaisano. Ran Chu with 6 and 24 remaining here in the second period. Chu finding Benny Cao to Joseph Ko, defended by Ellis Chua. Shot clock at 9. Bounce pass, Ran Chu. Someone is open. Chu, the one-hander, goes straight to the baseline. Ball possession going the way of Eagle. Professional Tools. Less than 6 minutes remaining here in the second. As Marte Tio went down around the 7-minute mark of the second period. Powersox Ken Flores a man down here in this ball game. Here comes Ellis Chua. Post pass, MYC. The jumper doesn't work. Kelvin Gaisano. So Benny Cao, double team. Cao gets fouled. The foul will be called against number 12, Hugo Ramirez. Powersox Ken Flores with the possession. They are down by 13. Here comes Ranchu to Joseph Ko, finding Calvin Gaisano. Now with Ranchu, falling for a screen. Ball now is with Gaisano with the feed. Benny Cao, corner J. That is good. First 2 points of the ball game for Benny Cao. 5 and 20 remaining here in the second. MYC. And it's Joseph Ko with a crossover. Floater, no good. Rebound by Gaisano. He finds Joseph Ko. Defended by Nico Ong. Ko spins. Hands it off. Ranchu backing on his defender. The shot fake gets a foul from Ellis Chua. That will be foul number 1 against Ellis Chua as Ranchu heads to the free throw line to shoot a pair. But before that, we have a mandatory substitution.
To bring us to action.
Bale, isa na lang ang bench nila eh. Exactly 5 minutes remaining here in the second. We would like to thank our league sponsors: Jumbo Plastic Linoleum, Kaukai Thai Chicken House, AutoGuard Premium Car Care Products, and Nike Park Access. As Ranchu is at the free throw line to shoot a pair. His team is down by 11. First free throw for Ran. That is a second free throw for Ranchu. It's good. 10-point advantage for Eagle. Professional Tools. Here comes Lance Alandi D back on the floor for Eagle. Dexter Lee, corner 3. Jackpot! That 3-pointer is brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. 4 3-pointer of the ball game for Eagle. Here comes Cons Ong backing down his defender. Ong will spin. Kick out pass. Charles Yu with a 3. Shot is short. Rebound by Cons Ong through traffic. Ong will miss. Rebound secured by Bon Siako. Hands it over to Lance Alandi D. To Nico Ong. Oh, thrown away by Charles Yu. Forward to Cons Ong. Siako in front of him. Ong mishandles the leather. Ball possession going the way of Eagle. Professional Tools. Now our first game, Studio 300 running away with a 107-69 win over CW Home Depot. Jologo named as the Jumbo Plastic Linoleum best player of the ball game, finishing with 25 points, 8 rebounds on 6 of 19 shooting from 3-point land. Studio 300 improves their record to 8-3. Same record with CW Home Depot, who drops down also to 8-3. 4 minutes remaining here in the second period. Charles gets fouled. The foul will be called against Nico Ong, is second. Inbound from the sideline for the white shirts. Down by 13. Here comes Charles Pull up jumper. Count the basket plus the foul. Another foul will be called against Nico Ong. As Coach Charles heads to the free throw line for the bonus. Good on that one. First basket of the ball game. And first free throw made for the ball game for Coach Charles Eagle Professional Tools still up by double digits. Dexter Lee finds Michael Chua. Back to Lee. Fires a three. In and out. Rebound by Cons Ong. 3 minutes and 30 remaining here in the second. Ong. Handoff. 2 for 3. No good. Rebound. Supposedly by Michael Chua, but it was tapped out of bounds by Benny Cao. 3 minutes and 22 remaining here in the second. Here comes Lance Alandi D with the leather. Defended by Cao to Michael Chua. Nico Ong, return pass to Michael Chua. He fires a three. That is short. Rebound by Michael Lua. Forward pitch to Benny Cao. Collides with Lance Alandi D. He gets the foul. 2 foul shots will be awarded to Benny Cao. As Lance Alandi D gets called for a foul number 2. First free throw for Cao. That is too strong. Averaging 4.5 points and 3 rebounds per ball game. Reloading for the second free throw is Benny Cao. Good on that one. 9-point lead for Eagle Professional Tools. Here is Lance Alandi D to the corner. Nico Ong fires a three. Jackpot! Another 3-pointer brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Nico Ong now with 9. Charles trying to answer back. He will miss to Cons Ong. With a fadeaway J. Ong will score. 8 points now in the contest for Cons Ong. His team is down by 10. Lance Alandi D to Ong. The side step. He gets fouled. The foul will be called against. Oh, but before timeout is requested with 2:24 remaining in the second. This timeout is brought to you by Nike Park Access. We will be back. At the free throw line with 2:24 remaining in the second. 10-point advantage for Eagle Professional Tools as Ong reloads for the second free throw. No good on both tries. Possession going back to Powersox 10th floor. Here comes Cons Ong. Defended by Nico Ong. Ong attacks, spins, jumper, short, rebound. Taken here by Bon Siako. Defended by Cons Ong. Siako finds Lance Alandi D from the baseline. Lee for three. Jackpot! Another three-pointer brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. 6 3-pointer of the ball game for Eagle. Here comes Charles Stu off the crossover. Jumper. Backhands that one. Rebound by Lance Alandi D. Eagle now taking flight. Lance. Floater no good. Rebound by Benny Cow. Hands it over to Charles Stu. Stu, the leaner, short. Rebound by Bon Siako. Hands it over to Dexter Lee. To Lance Alandi D. Michael Chua. Reverse layup is good. First 2 points of the ball game for Michael Chua. 15-point lead for Eagle Professional Tools. Here comes Cons Ong. Behind the back dribble. Defended by Nico Ong. Kick out pass. Lin. Charles Stu, the jumper. Bottom. Second field goal of the ball game for Coach Charles Stu. But Eagle Professional Tools still ahead by 13. Lance Alandi D setting up the offense for the black shirts. A minute remaining here in the first half. Nico Ong to Bon Siako. From the baseline, Siako will score! Strong move by Bon Siako. He now has 7 in the ball game. 15-point advantage for Eagle Professional Tools. Charles Stu attacks. Jumper, pure for Coach Charles Stu. 7 now in the ball game for Charles Stu. 33 seconds remaining here in the second. Dexter Lee for 3. That is too strong. Rebound by Bon Siako. Recycling the possession for Eagle. Ong to Lee. Hands it over to Lance Alandi D. 4 seconds on the shot clock. The 3 short. Rebound by Ong. Push shot. Short. Siako offensive board. Losing control of the leather. Ball possession. Going back to Powersox Ken Floors. The white shirts down by 13. Ong finding Charles Stu. Driving middle. Charles Stu missing. Lance Alandi D from midcourt. The heave. Oh! Conference that one. And at the half, it's a 40-27 advantage for Eagle Professional Tools over Powersox Ken Floors. The second half of this ball game when we come back. Second half of this ball game here at the 7th season of the Stallion Cup, presented by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Eagle Professional Tools with a 13-point advantage over Powersox Kent Floors. Live from the AYSN Sports Center, the home of the Stallion Cup here in En Domingo in San Juan. This is Jonas Reyes, your live play-by-play anchor only for the Stallion Cup, as Paul Chua stretches for that lay-in. 15-point advantage for Eagle Professional Tools, and that assist play is brought to you by AutoGuard Premium Car Care Products. Cons Ong dumps a pass to Michael Lua, who will score. Another assist play brought to us by AutoGuard Premium Car Care Products. MYC corner 3, no good. Mike Lua with the board. Looking for his point guard, Charles Stew. Crossing the midcourt line. Gets a screen from Cons Ong. Rancho open for the 3, too strong. Rebound by Lance Alandi D. 3-on-3 attack here for the Black Shirts. Make that 4-on-3. Paul Chua to the corner. Hugo Ramirez for 3, too strong. Ramirez, offensive rebound. The stretch won't work. Rebound by Kelvin Gaisano. Forward to Cons Ong. They don't have the numbers. Ong with 3 Black Shirts in front of him. Ong decides to attack. Jumper! Rattles in! Cons Ong now in double figures. He has 10. MYC finds Ramirez for 3. Jackpot! Another 3-pointer brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. 3-pointer number 7 for Eagle in this ballgame. Cons Ong gets a screen. Ong from the free throw line. Jumper is good! 12 points in the ballgame for Cons Ong. But Eagle Professional Tools still up by double figures. Paul Chua goes cross-court. MYC for 3, too strong. Paul Chua, offensive rebound. Spins baseline against Michael Lua. Ramirez, open 3. Bang, bang! Second 3-pointer of the ball game for Hugo Ramirez, brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Here comes Rancho to Cons Ong. Charles Stew drives the baseline. Charles Stew lays it in. No good. Rebound picked up here by Paul Chua. Hands it over to Lance Alandi D. To the corner. Ramirez. Another 3. Why not? Another 3-pointer for Hugo Ramirez, brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Just like that, it's an 18-point advantage for Eagle Professional Tools. Cons Ong, jumper, rims out. Rebound by Hugo Ramirez, hands it over to Lance Alandi D. To Mark Ives Chan, behind the back dribble. Chan, behind the back pass. Oh, too strong for Lance Alandi D. Ball possession going back to Powersox Kent Floors. Less than 7 minutes remaining here in the third. Here comes Cons Ong. Gets a screen from Gaisano. Leaner by Cons. No good. Fight for the loose ball. Picked up here by Lance Alandi D. Outlet pitch. MYC. Short jumpers. God. That assist play is brought to you by AutoGuard Premium Car Care Products. Here comes Charles Stew. Hesitation dribble. 1-on-1 against Lance Alandi D. The jumper is short. Ramirez. Forward pass. MYC lays it in. Bye-bye! A 55-33 advantage for Eagle Professional Tools. Timeout requested by Powersox Kent Floors. This timeout is brought to you by Nike Park Access. We will be back. Six minutes and 20 remaining here in the third. Powersox Kent Floors with the possession. Rancho for 3. In and out. Rebound by Paul Chua. 22-point advantage being enjoyed here by Eagle. Professional tools. Lance Alandi D with the leather to Ramirez. Back to Lance. To Paul Chua down the post against Rancho. Hook shot. Mishandles that one. Ball slipping out of the hands of Paul Chua. Possession going back to Powersox Ken Floors. Here comes Cons Ong with the ball. Crossing the midcourt line. Gets a screen from Joseph Ko and Kelvin Gaisano. Ong to Joseph Ko. The jumper. Bottom. 4 points now in the ball game for Joseph Ko. But Eagle, professional tools still up big. Lance Alandi D to Bonciaco. Ramirez, the pump fake against Ong. Ramirez drop pass. Paul Chua, hook shot. That won't work. Rebound by Charles Stew. 3-on-3 attack here for Powersox Ken Floor. Stew too strong on that jumper. Rebound by Cons Ong. Spins middle. Ong. Drop pass. Joseph Ko with the reverse. No good. Rebound by Hugo Ramirez. Forward to Mark Ives Chan against Charles Stew. Entry pass. Paul Chua spins to the baseline. Chua will score! Power move by Paul Chua. He now has 4 in the ball game. 57-35 advantage for Eagle. Professional tools. Cons Ong spins. Gets a foul. The foul will be called against Bonciaco. That will be his first. Michael Chua re-enters the ball game. He will replace Bonciaco as Cons Ong heads to the free throw line to shoot a pair with 4 minutes and 52 remaining in the third. First free throw is good for Cons Ong, averaging 12 points, 6.2 rebounds, and 3 assists per ball game here in our tournament. The second free throw, that is a miss. Rebound by Paul Chua. Here comes Hugo Ramirez, defended by Charles Stew. Ramirez finds Chua. Lance Alandi D to MYC. Fishing Expedition gets a foul from Joseph Ko. 3 free throws will be awarded to our tournament's best scorer, Mark Ives Chan. Fourth or third? Third personal foul against Joseph Ko, topping the charts with 29.9 points per ball game. Mark Ives Chan, one of the top players here in our tournament, good on the second. 4 minutes and 37 remaining here in the third. 22-point lead for Eagle. Professional tools make that 23. 2 of 3. That free throw trip for Mark Ives Chan. 4 minutes and 35 remaining here in the third. Here comes Cons Ong. Screen by Gaisano. Rancho from the top of the key. The 3. Bang! Bang! 3-pointer by Rancho. His first of the ball game. That is brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Here comes Lance Alandi D. Hands it off to MYC. Seen by Paul Chua. Michael Chua from the corner. In and out. Rebound by Cons Ong. As we approach the final 4 minutes of the third. Ong, lean in. It's good. Cons Ong now with 15 in the ball game. But Eagle, professional tools, still up big. Lance Alandi D. Defended by Cons Ong. Hugo Ramirez against Gaisano. Entry pass to Mike Chua. Paul Chua down the post, losing control of the leather. Ball possession going the way of Powersox Ken Floors. Ellis Chua reports back into the ball game, replacing Lance Alandi D with 3 minutes and 35 remaining here in the third. Powersox Ken Floors with the possession, down by 18. Charles Stew, pull of 3, no good. Rebound by Paul Chua. He finds Ellis Chua. Now to Mark Ives Chan against Joseph Ko. MYC looking for a point of attack. Ellis Chua for 3. Jackpot! Another 3-pointer brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. 10th 3-pointer of the ball game for Eagle. 62-41 advantage for the black shirts. Ong to Chu. Ball now at the hands of Coach Charles Stew. Fade away J off the glass. It's good. 9 points now in the ball game for Charles Stew. 2:50 remaining in the third. Michael Chua, the jumper. No good. Rebound by Calvin Gaisano. Charles Stew. Forward pass to Cons Ong. Joseph Ko. Down the post. Spins out. Ranchu. 4-3. Bang bang! Another 3-pointer brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Just the second 3-pointer of the ball game for Powersox Kent Floors. Mark Ives Chan. Hugo Ramirez. Kick out. Ellis Chua for 3. Offline. Rebound by Charles Stew. Looking down the floor. Charles Stew. Full of 3. Jackpot! Another 3-pointer brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Coach Charles Stew now in double figures. He now has 12. Ellis Chua to Michael Chua against Gaisano. Post pass. Paul Chua. Back it on his defender. Entry to Mark Ives Chan. Ball tapped out of bounds. Ball stays with Eagle. Michael Lua and Dexter Lee returns for their respective ball clubs. MYC baseline inbound, looking for the target, finds Dexter Lee. Michael Chua at the elbow. Lee for 3. Bang bang! Another 3-pointer brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Instant offense by Dexter Lee. He extends Eagle Professional Tools lead to 65-49. Here comes Mark Ives Chan. Hesitation dribble. Drop pass to Paul Chua. Stolen away. Here comes Cons Ong to Charles Stew. Oh, what a shot! Wow! Twisting in midair. Charles Stew will score. Paul Chua against Ranchu. Gets it back out. Handoff. Michael Chua for 3. No good. Rebound by Joseph Ko. To Chris Stew. Defended by Dexter Lee. At the baseline, Charles Stew overcooks that one. Rebound by Ellis Chua. Bounce pass to Mark Ives Chan. He spins. Defended by Joseph Ko. Forcing up a shot. That is no good. Rebound by Charles Stew. With 42 seconds remaining in the third. Charles Stew for 3. Offline. Rebound by Ellis Chua. To Dexter Lee. Slowing things down. Eagle Professional Tools ahead by 14. MYC cross court to Dexter Lee. Paul Chua down the post. He gets fouled. The foul will be called against Charles Stew. No team yet in the penalty. As Benny Cao re-enters the ball game. Replacing Ranchu. Here comes Ellis Chua from the baseline. Reverse layup. He gets fouled. The foul will be called against Benny Cao. His third of the ball game. 2 foul shots will be awarded to Ellis Chua. First free throw rattles out. Averaging 6 points, 4.9 rebounds, and 2.6 assists per ball game. Tournament averages of Coach Ellis Chua. Reloading for the secondary strong. He gets the ball back. The hook shot, too strong. Rebound secured by Charles Stew. Bounce pass to Cons Ong against Michael Chua. Ong to the rim. Count the basket plus the foul. 3-point big opportunity for Cons Ong. Brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. The foul will be called against Michael Chua. That is his first. Cons Ong at the free throw line to shoot the bonus. Short on that one. 6.8 seconds remaining here in the third. Ball possession. Going back to Eagle Professional Tools. Still enough time to come up with the play here. Mark Ives Chan. Paul Chua against Michael Lua. The hook shot. That won't work. Cons Ong with a heave. That is a miss. And at the end of the third, it's a 12-point lead for Eagle Professional Tools over Powersox can flourish the fourth quarter of this ball game when we come back. Fourth quarter of this ball game, the Tuesday night, the nightcap to this Tuesday night double header. Power Sox Control is going up against Eagle. Professional Tools, 12-point advantage for Eagle to start off the final frame. Looking to hang on as Consong with a drop pass to Benny Cao. Hand off, Charles 2, fadeaway J, bottom. 10-point lead for Eagle. Professional Tools. Charles Q now with 16 in the ballgame. Marty Beschan behind the back pass to Ellis Chua. Finds Michael Chua. Ellis Chua rolls a pass. MYC with jumper bottom. 18 points in the ballgame for MYC. Charles Q now with the leather. 3-point try. Hits all board. Forward pitch. Dexter Lee to Mark Ives Chan against 4 white shirts. Lee. Short jumper. Rims out. Rebound by Kelvin Gaisano. 8 minutes and 47 here in the fourth frame. Cons Ong against Lee. Ong attacks. Drop pass. Michael Lua. 2 pump fakes. Lays it in. Lua will score. Pass the foul. The foul will be called against Mon Siako. Foul number 2 against Siako as Lance Alandi D returns to the ball game to replace Ellis Chua. The bonus shot for Lua is good. Lead down to a single digit for Eagle Professional Tools. Here comes Lance Alandi D. Defended by Cons Ong. Screen offered by Paul Chua. Lance, the floater. That won't work. And loose ball foul will be called against Coach Charles Q. He's second of the ball game. Ball stays with Eagle Professional Tools. Paul Chua to Lance Alandi D. Post pass to MYC. Double team. Paul Chua in traffic. Shot is no good. Second serving. He gets the foul. The foul will be called against number 11. That is Kelvin Gaisano at the stripe. Shooting a pair is Paul Chua, averaging 10.8 points per ball game. And a team best grabbing a team best 17.5 rebounds per contest. Second free throw trickles in for Paul Chua, restoring a 10-point lead for Eagle Professional Tools. Ow! Here comes Charles Yu with the leather. Screen by Calvin Gaisano. Yu for 3. Back rims that one. Rebound by Cons Ong. Defended by Lee. For Charles Yu. Screen by Cons Ong. Q. Ooh, ball stolen away by MYC. It's a foot race. MYC will score. 20 points now in the ball game for Mark Ives Chan. Ball nearly stolen by Lance Alandi D. Ball possession stays with Powersox Ken Flores. Oh! And we have a call here. Cons Ong and Coach Charles too complaining here. And the technical foul will be called against Cons Ong. That will count as his third personal foul at the free throw line. To take the technical free throw is Mark Ives-Chan. The technical free throw is good. 13-point advantage for Eagle Professional Tools. Nico Ong returns to the ball game to replace Dexter Lee. Sideline inbound for the white shirts. Here comes Charles too. Screen by Gaisano. Ho, 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 ho. And an offensive foul will be called against number 11, Kelvin Gaisano. Ball possession going back to Eagle Professional Tools. 7 minutes and 18 remaining here in the final frame. Action continues here on Thursday, May 14. We have another doubleheader at 8 p.m. Link & Co. going up against SGA BBC, and our main game at 9:30 p.m. Bridgestone takes on Raminagi, Buffalo's Wings and Things. Another Tuesday night doubleheader here at the 7th season of the Stallion Cup, presented by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Turnover against Powersox Ken Flores. Ball possession going back to Eagle Professional Tools. 13-point lead being enjoyed here by the black shirts. Ranchu re-enters the ball game. He replaces Benny Cao. Lance Alandi D sets up the offense for the black shirts. Defended by Charles Stu to Nico Ong. To Mark Ives-Chan. Back to Ong. Spots up for three. Jackpot! Nothing but net for Nico Ong on that three-pointer, brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. 12th three-pointer of the ball game for Eagle. Charles Stu. Bounce pass to Ranchu. Losing control of the leather. Lance Alandi D. Outlet pitch. Nico Ong lays it in. He will miss. Offensive rebound by Mark Ives-Chan. Defended by Michael Lua. Jumper by Ong. Goes in and out. Rebound by Lua. To Ong. Now with Charles Stu with 6 and 17 remaining in the fourth. Q. Fadeaway J. That won't work. Rebound by Bonciaco. To Lance Alandi D. Slowing down the pace of this ball game. A 16-point lead for Eagle Professional Tools. Lance to the corner, finds Ong. The jumper is good for Bonciaco. 9 points now in the ball game for Bonciaco. An 18-point advantage for Eagle Professional Tools. Chu at the top of the key, defended by Nico Ong. Gaisano near the free throw line. Gaisano spins, lays it in, shot is short. Rebound by Paul Chua. Hands it off to Lance Alandi D. Against Gaisano. MYC. Corner jumper. He gets fouled. The foul will be called against Kelvin Gaisano. At the stripe to shoot two is Mark Ives-Chan. Joseph Ko replacing Kelvin Gaisano. Oh, 3 free throws rather are given here to Mark Ives-Chan. The first free throw rims out. Still an 18-point advantage for Eagle Professional Tools. Second free throw for MYC. Oh, that is pure. 22 points, 2 rebounds, and 7 assists for the evening for Mark Ives-Chan. Third free throw rather. That is a missed rebound by Michael Lua. Passes it to Coach Charles Stu. Guarded by Ong. Ranchu to Cons Ong. He attacks, going glass. Ong is fouled. The foul will be called. Oh, against oh, Paul Chua called for foul number 1 as Cons Ong heads back to the free throw line to shoot a pair. First free throw for Cons. That is no good. Score remains at 77 to 58 in favor of Eagle Professional Tools. Second free throw for Cons. Missing again. 5 minutes and 10 remaining here in the final frame. Lance Alandi D. Setting up the table for the black shirts. Hugo Ramirez fires a 3. Too strong. Rebound by Charles 2. Less than 5 minutes remaining in this ball game. 2. Lines up for 3. That is an air ball. As Eagle Professional Tools get the ball back. Ahead by 19. Here comes Lance Alandi D. Hesitation dribble. He attacks. Ball is stripped. Ball stays with Eagle. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Inbound from their own baseline. Lance to Ong to Ramirez. Shot clock down to 7. Paul Chua. Lance Alandi D for 3. No good. Paul Chua with the rebound. Recycling the possession for Eagle. Chua lays it in. No good. Rebound by Ranchu with a handoff. Cons Ong. Crossover. Ong the stretch. No good. Rebound by Lance Alandi D. 4-on-3 attack here for the black shirts. Ong. Open 3. Short. Rebound by Joseph Ko. With 4 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Cons Ong against Ramirez. Ong will score. 19 points now in the ball game for Cons Ong. Eagle Professional Tools still ahead by 17. Here comes Lance Alandi D. Defended by Ong. Lance attacks. Stretches. Blocked by Michael Lua. Shot block brought to you by Kaukai Thai Chicken House. Cons Ong. The sidestep. The lay-in. He gets fouled. The foul will be called against Bon Siako. That will be his third. With 3:33 remaining in the ball game, timeout requested by Powersox Ken Flores. This timeout is brought to you by Nike Park Access. We will be back. Back to live action with 3:33 remaining in the fourth. Cons Ong missing on the first. Again, we'll see you guys back again on Thursday, May 14. Another Stallion Cup doubleheader at 8 p.m. Link & Co. goes up against SGA BBC, and our main game scheduled at 9:30 p.m. Bridgestone collides with Raminagi, Buffalo Wings and Things. All games will be streamed live here inside the AYSN Sports Center for the continuing coverage of the 7th season of the Stallion Cup presented by Jumbo Classic Linoleum. Ranchu will score a 14-point advantage for Eagle Professional Tools. An offensive foul is whistled against Nico Ong. That will be his 4th personal of the ball game. 3:10 remaining here in the fourth. Timeout requested by Eagle Professional Tools. This timeout is brought to you by Nike Park Access. We will be back. 3:05 remaining here in the ball game. Eagle. Powersox gets first rather with the possession. The jumper by Benny Cow doesn't work. Rebound by Lance Alandi D. Ramirez to Chua to Mark Ives Chan. Defended by Joseph Ko. MYC with a crossover. Looking to attack. Shot clock down to 7. MYC finds Michael Chua. Launches a 3. That is no good. Paul Chua, offensive rebound. The pump fake. Reverse layup is short. Rebound by Ranchu. He finds Cons Ong. Stepping on the gas. Ong spins. Ong going last. He will score. 22 in the ball game for Cons Ong. 2:23 remaining here in the ball game. Here comes Lance Alandi D. Handoff to MYC. Asking for a clear out. Mark Ives Chan. Eyeball to eyeball against Joseph Ko. MYC. Leaner. No good. Michael Chua with offensive rebound. Ramirez. To Lance Alandi D. To MYC. Last 2-minute call by Kuya Anjo Pere. Brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. That 3-pointer by Mark Ives Chan goes wayward. Ball possession going back to Powersox Ken Floors. Here comes Cons Ong. Cross-court pass. Rancho to Charles Tew. Dumps a pass to Benny Cow. To Cons Ong. Pump fake. Going glass. Ong will miss. Rebound by Paul Chua. Handoff to Lance Alandi D. MYC. Oh, strip. Joseph Ko comes up with the steal. Fires a pass. Charles Tew for 3. No good. Rebound by Paul Chua. 1:24 remaining in the fourth. Michael Chua with a save. To Mark Ives Chan. Eagle Professional Tools wasting away the clock. Spin. Oh, Cole with a steal. Forward pass. Cons Ong lays it in. 24 points in the ball game for Cons Ong. Eagle ahead by 10. Here comes Ramirez. Crossing the midcourt line. Not enough resistance here for Powersox Ken Floors. Ramirez, foul given up by Cons Ong. That is the last foul to give for Powersox Ken Floors. 52.6 seconds remaining in the fourth. MYC defended by Ong. Lance Alandi D for 3. In and out. Rebound by Charles Tew. 40 seconds remaining in the ball game. Tew with the lay-in. No good. Rebound by MYC. Ball nearly stolen. Here comes Ramirez. Gets it back out. 25 seconds remaining in this ball game. MYC to Michael Chua. Jumper. No good. Another rebound for Paul Chua. The putback is too strong. Second serving finally falls in for Paul Chua. 7 points. 20 boards for Paul Chua. Rancho. Open. The pump fake. Fires a 3. Bang, bang. The final score after the Rancho 3-pointer, it's a 79-70 win for Eagle Professional Tools over Powersox Ken Floor. Eagle improves their record to 9-3. Powersox Ken Floor drops down to 5-7. This has been Jonas Reyes, Sir Live, play-by-play anchor only for the Stallion Cup. Post-game interviews when we come back. Best player of the ball game brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. Mark Ives Chan leading Eagle Professional Tools to their 9th win of the tournament with a scoreline of 79-70 over Powersox Ken Floors. MYC finished with 22 points, 3 rebounds, and 7 assists. Una muna sir, the last time I interviewed you in your win, you were the best player. You told me ang target nyo is twice to beat with the record of 9-3. Medyo kumaklaro na yung target ng Eagle.
Hopefully, I think may 2 more teams na kumakatok sa top 2. But hindi kami aasa sa talo nila. So we have to win the last game.
Well, talk to us about your matchup in this ball game. You were up against Coach Charles too. Alam naman natin yung kalibre ni Coach Charles, but going up against a player like a coach as well in Charles too. Talk to us about that matchup.
Of course, experience-wise, talagang lamang sila. Tsaka they're playing very smart. Hindi sila, kahit we're threatening to run, hindi kami makalayo. Kita mo naman, they're doing their adjustment. So magaling talaga yung Powersox. So I was looking for my teammates early the game. So ayun, sumushoot naman sila. So nakuha namin panalo.
Currently at the top of the team standings, but ikaw na rin sir nagsabi, how important will be the last 2 games for your team?
I think 1 more game na lang. So very important to secure that 1-2 position. And gusto namin mag-end yung elimination with a win. So yan, ma-carry namin yung momentum sa playoffs.
Again, finally, game was streamed live over at the official YouTube page of the Stallion Cup. Anyone you want to greet or give a shout out to?
Nogat Boys, Go to Pilipinas, Race Chicken, Ombudsman, Team Ombudsman. Tapos my kids, Max and Marian, my wife then, and syempre mami ko, Mami Lord. Happy Mother's Day.
Best player of the ball game brought to you by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum. MYC, Mark Ives Chan leading Eagle to their 9th win of the tournament. Action continues here on Thursday night here inside the AYSN Sports Center. We'll see you for the continuation of the 7th season of the Stallion Cup presented by Jumbo Plastic Linoleum.